Hey YouTube, so it's the day before Thanksgiving and I'm not allowed to touch these, but I am looking at them. They're pumpkin pies in case you're wondering, and I can't wait to dig in. I gotta wait at least 24 hours from now. Okay, so it's the day before Thanksgiving, Wednesday. You can see we have a dusting of snow. And the good thing is everything's frozen solid, so there's no mud. I am so thankful that there's no mud. Although you might break your neck walking. So anyway, how does it go? It was the day before Thanksgiving, went all through the house. No, that's something else. Hold on, I got something. I'm so happy that there's no mud that I'm actually going to walk the dog, because I'm not going to get all slopped up, and he won't be getting all muddy. Yesterday the whole bottom of him was all gray from all the running around in the road. Go. Hey YouTube. This is my Thanksgiving video. It's snowing out again, and everything is frozen now because the temperature is a lot lower than it was the other day. It's supposed to go down to 8 tonight, so not going to be doing much outside. I had Bullseye out, shoveled an extra path so we could get from one house to the other a little bit easier. And that's about it for the day. So I decided to make a video about something that I was thinking about last night. So anyway, over the past couple of days I received some comments and emails from people in England and other countries as well. They were wishing me a happy Thanksgiving, and one of the comments asked if I was having certain foods for the Thanksgiving meal. At first I thought to myself, who would not know this? In other words, the food that goes with the meal. But then I realized that the whole world does not celebrate Thanksgiving. But my world always has and always will. So that was my assumption, and then I had to have a conclusion to that to be able to, think my way through the rest of this thing. So anyway, the comments then got me to start thinking about the first Thanksgiving videos that might be out there. Well, that was a mistake. Have you ever realized just how subversive to fact some of these crazy videos really are? I mean, in my searching I found that apparently our first Thanksgiving was based on a letter that a guy by the name of Edward Winslow wrote to a friend of his back in England. Winslow was one of the original Pilgrims. I read the entire letter 3 times so that I could understand what the man was relaying to his friend. In one of the videos that I watched about Thanksgiving, the video content concerned itself with the Pilgrims being the invaders and the poor Indians being the downtrodden. Then in another video I watched, they showed the suffering of the Pilgrims at the hands of the Indians. And then another video said that there was no turkey at the Thanksgiving meal, and that the excuse me, that the way we celebrate Thanksgiving is all wrong. Okay then. So let me explain this in the best way I can. Every morning I wake up to my wife giving me a smile and my breakfast. I cherish that. She would give me these same things if we lived in a basement of a slum in New York City. Those 2 little things mean the world to me, so as a result I'm willing to protect those 2 things with whatever means necessary. That means that on my property, where my property boundary lines are, and in my home, I will do whatever I have to do to defend my wife and our way of life. What does that have to do with Thanksgiving? Well, here it is. We have come to realize that after having all the bells and whistles, that they are meaningless without having love in your life. So we not only cherish the simple things, but we are also thankful that we have them. A lot of people don't realize all that they have, but in our case, we know what we have. We are not thankful to some man for what we have, we are thankful to God. The both of us believe this. So anyway, who a man is thankful to is his own business. And I don't really care what a person does or who he chooses to thank to demonstrate his thankfulness. But I think that if you have nothing in your mind to be thankful for, you might want to see a shrink because something's wrong with you. So in getting around to the Thanksgiving menu, I live in Pennsylvania. I consider Pennsylvania to be part of New England, or at least one of the 13 colonies. So here's the story. In Pennsylvania we have deer, we have turkey, we have bear, and we have grouse. Grouse is a state bird. And we have them in abundance. I can walk out here any time of the day, you know, take Bullseye for a walk and at least see one of these things, as long as I walk a little, you know, far enough to do it. Doesn't have to be far, a mile or so, and I got it. Alright, so anyway, the Pilgrims then up in Plymouth, they must have had the same things in their woods. So since they had the same game, they most likely ate that food in their celebration at the end of the harvest, along with corn, squash, and whatever berries, whatever else they planted and or could find. I know for Sally and myself, after tending the garden for 4 months, we are happy just to say we don't have to carry water for the garden or the greenhouse for a while. And we actually celebrate what we harvested. The celebration consists of looking at our shelves and being glad the cupboard is not bare, and we can, if we want to, share. So in watching these different Thanksgiving videos, I came to realize just how sad some of these people really are who wrote them. I mean, with hatred in their voice, they say the whites brought diseases intending to decimate the Indians. Or they had no turkey because Winslow, the guy who wrote the letter to his buddy, did not say the word turkey. He used the word fowl. Apparently these writers don't know that the fowl are birds, and that includes turkey. There is always someone out there trying to take away our happiness and our successes. I, for one, pity these people. I really do. I pity them to the point that I try to delete them from my life in whatever way works. Living in the country helps me to do that. With a little bit of thinking, I am pretty sure that people in Plymouth had fish, because they were right on the coast, deer, turkey, squash, corn, and lots of it. I mean, look up at Alaska. There's fish all over the creeks up there. There must have been fish in the creeks up in Massachusetts as well. So, anyway, I'm not going to let the idiots who are stuck on technicalities ruin my Thanksgiving. I am positive that at the end of the harvest in Tioga County, Pennsylvania, where I live, they did not have lobster to eat. Thanksgiving isn't what you ate, it is that you ate. Okay? So Thanksgiving isn't what you ate, it's that you ate. Even today, life, thanks to the politicians, is always on the edge. No guns, no babies, no chickens in your yards. I say as long as you stay outside the property line of mine, do whatever you want. I don't care if you eat camel or walrus for Thanksgiving. Just be thankful you have it. And with that, I hope you also have someone else's eyes to look into that you love and that you know loves you. And if all you have are the memories because you're at the end of life and you've lived your long life, then be thankful for the memories. You know, one time I was hanging rain gutter on a guy's house, and he spoke broken English and Polish. He was a Polish person, and he, was learning English. But I could understand him. Anyway, he was telling me about how he suffered in Germany. This was a long time ago that this story I'm telling you was in my 20s. So anyway, he was telling me about how he suffered in Germany during World War II. While he was telling me this, I was drinking a cup of coffee that he had offered me. On his stove was a little round pot, and in the pot was water and one chicken leg. He was making chicken soup with a single chicken leg. Yet the house was in order, the cup I drank was clean, and he was so thankful to be in the little town of Lehighton, Pennsylvania. These are the types of things that happened, or that helped to develop and happened to me, my attitude and my commitment to things, not whether I had the latest thing. So in ending, I'll say, I am so thankful for my wife. I am thankful for the chance to share my stories with my YouTube friends, and I have many of them, And I really appreciate this stuff. I love talking back and forth to these people. And I'm thankful that tomorrow I'm going to stuff myself so that my doctor will say, your sugar is high, your cholesterol is high, your triglycerides are high, and you have to walk more. And I'll be eating turkey, corn, cranberry relish, and pumpkin pie, because in my world, that's what we have to celebrate with. So be happy in your Thanksgiving. Yes, even you, that one little pitiful thumbs down in all my videos. Find yourself some happiness. And for the rest of you, keep the naysayers at bay. Because regardless of how evil people can be, how wrong their assumptions are, life is good. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.